Namanda, Vachinamanda, 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 Namanda, Vachinamanda, So good morning, everyone. Welcome to OCBC and Vista Sunday service. Today is May 23rd. It's a live stream. It is so nice to be back to Hondo and deliver this service from the real Hondo today. I made a fresh arrangements, flower arrangements, and I'm very excited today to share the Dharma today. I'd like to thank you to those people who participated in a Fill the Hondo campaign. I see a lot of people in front of me. Those cutouts of pictures look really real, and their eyes follow me anywhere I go. And, oh, by the way, I see 2 dogs here too. It really certainly motivates me to talk today. I'm looking forward to do a live service, in-person service someday, and welcome our members and friends. Hopefully it's coming up soon. All right, so let me explain today's service order. Today's service order, we're going to read a 3 Treasures, page 10, and I chant, and you also chant at home, Shoshinge Sofu, page 67. All right, and then I'll give you a Dharma message, and then we have a musical offering, Annette's Kiyokeki Hikari. The service book is 126, and announcements. So, first, please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. So let's read a 3 Treasures. It shows on the screen too. Three treasures. How rare and wondrous it is to have been born into human life, and now I live it. How rare and wondrous it is to be able to listen to the Buddha-Dharma, and now I'm able to hear it. If I do not transcend this world of delusion in this life, when will I ever attain spiritual liberation? May I, along with the entire Sangha, with insincere heart and mind, rely on which can be truly relied on in life, the true 3 treasures. I rely on the Buddha. May I, along with all sentient beings, awaken to the great path with my sincere being and discover the highest aspiration, which is to become a Buddha. I rely on the Dharma. May I, along all the sentient beings, deeply reflect on the meaning of sutras and gain wisdom that is as deep, as vast as the ocean. I rely on the Sangha. May I, along with all the sentient beings, become one Sangha of life, able to move forward and live with a dynamic spirit, which is hindered by nothing. The unsurpassed, deeply and wondrous Dharma, even in millions of copies, is extremely difficult to encounter, but now I am able to experience and embrace it. May I come to understand and revere the true meaning of the Tathagata. Join me, Gasho, please. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. So now let's chant a Shoshinge Sofu style. You can find the Sofu on Service Book 69 if you can download from our website. Okay? Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda, what's Namanda.
信行十字寺に南中市南昔インド祭典四論下中華自治域思考層現代諸公聖書意妙如来本税王妃釈迦如来両河線一種五名南天竺龍樹大寺修道世質の財派無限先絶大乗無常召喚義事小安楽賢治南陽六六信用異用指導楽億年弥陀仏本願自念即時入筆上唯の上昇如来語大大福税音天神菩薩道論説奇妙無下公如来永衆たら見真実光鮮王朝大誓願こういう本願力栄光移動群上昇維新記入功徳大崩壊逸逆入大永修習特使蓮華造世界即生信如精進有言農林現人図入生寺恩寺王下本心鈍乱両天使上皇乱生菩薩来三蔵ルシ十条教本領専用気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見誓願応言栄光ゆたり少女死因唯心人枠前本部新人没承知承知即涅槃一子無量光明道小修上開復家同社継承道南省唯名浄土活入万全自力変言集円満特語感染症三不三神慶音語増末放滅同意異生増悪地偶税死安如害小名化全能独名不詳意公愛上 生寿今後心狂気一年総合用意大と逆三人即小小市上楽原神公開一大教延期安女官一切先祖修行反戦人法家二道小弁理由極重悪人唯小物我薬剤非世集中煩悩証言水不見大非無権上昇が本心元空妙仏教連民全幕本部人新宗教書講演中戦弱本願具悪性現代生じ臨伝下ケチ義上異生死即入弱上無意楽一心人異能入仏教大事修士と上際無縁極上悪道徳自主武道心有意化心地構想阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏
Thank you very much for joining that Shoshinge Sofu. That was beautiful. Every time I chant Shoshinge, any other sutras, it really calms me down. And I'm sure it's happening to you too. So this morning, my Dharma message, I want to talk about the Buddhist World View. Well, honestly, I don't know how much I can cover that subject, but there are many metaphors and parables in Buddhist sutras to explain the Buddha's teaching. In today's Dharma messages, I would like to talk about Buddhist worldview by showing some of those metaphors and parables to express how Buddhism views humanity, the world, and balanced life, and the spiritual path. I hope to share the Buddhist wisdom for everyday living. First of all, this picture and image shows Mount Everest. It says 84,000 paths in Buddhism. The direction is from delusion to enlightenment. So we think this world is deluded world. It's a lot of challenges, sufferings. Of course, there are a lot of happiness as well. But this world is a deluded world, and we pursue the Buddhahood or enlightenment by doing Buddhist practices. So direction is always this delusion to enlightenment and pursuing the Buddhahood. It is said that Shakyamuni Buddha gave 48,000 messages during his lifetime to show the right direction to live, which is, as I said, from delusion to enlightenment. Buddha said we should be aware of reality in this world we call samsara and pursue the path toward the true happiness. As the photo shows, there are many routes to climb Mount Everest, from the bottom to the summit. Your physical and mental ability will decide the best route to reach the summit. Buddhist practice is to follow the way and train yourself from delusion and realize the reality and pursue the enlightenment. People can select their most appropriate and comfortable Buddhist practice. Within the 48,000 paths, one path is most suited to you. This is a personal aspect of the Buddha-Dharma. In our tradition, Jodo Shinshu, Shin Buddhism, we deeply listen to the Dharma with open heart and mind and reflect upon it and hear and recite the Amida Buddha's name, Namo Amida Butsu, in gratitude. So it's very simple and anybody can do it. The next image, well, actually, we just recited that 3 treasures. We always recite together. It goes, how rare and wondrous it is to be born into human life, and now I live it. And how rare and wondrous it is to be able to listen to the Buddha-Dharma. But now I am able to hear it. Have we ever pondered what it means to us? So I want to talk about how important our life is and how rare it is to encounter the Buddha-Dharma. Samyukutta Agama Sutra is called Do Agonkyo Sutra. Has a wonderful parable. And it goes like a blind turtle lives in the deep ocean and comes out on the surface of ocean just once every 100 years. And then golden yolk. The yolk is sort of like a udon, or yolk has a hole in there and floats on the vast ocean, blowing here and there by the wind, right? So I just brought a little prop and say, I am a blind turtle living at the bottom of the ocean, and then I come out only once every 100 years. This yolk with a hole is floating on the surface, and then me, accidentally, I can put my head through like this. So what are the chances of the turtle surfacing at the right time and the right place, be able to put his head through the hole of golden yolk, just like I did, like this? Our chances of gaining a life as a human is just as this turtle. So it's almost improbable. And then golden yolk, it's funny how Sutra says golden yolk. If the yolk is made of gold, I don't think it floats, but the Sutra says golden yolk. The golden yolk symbolizes the teaching of enlightened one. It often sinks and sometimes gets blown here and there in the wind. But the turtle fortunately put his head through the hole of yolk, meaning to have received a wonderful opportunity to listen to Buddha-Dharma. And now I am able to hear it. This is a parable of Samyukutta Agama Sutra, Do Agyonko, talking about our life to be birth, to receive a birth as a human, and then receive a Buddha-Dharma during the time we live. This parable says everyone's life is precious, and we should respect each other instead of hurting each other. Well, sadly, there are always some wars and battles going on somewhere in the world. But I really, really wish there are no violent acts in the society and in this world. Next one is, you might see the Indra's net. This one coming from Abhamuska Sutra is known as a Kegon. So when you close to the image is beautiful image of interdependency. And then image shows a multi-dimensional spider's web in the morning, spider's web in the early morning covered with dewdrops. When you see the image, every dewdrop contains a reflection of all the other dewdrops. And in each reflected dewdrop, there are the reflection of all other dewdrops as well. It is infinitely interrelated each other. It is a Buddhist concept of all living creatures and universe. As each dewdrop reflects any aspect, say one person become a father when his first child was born. Fatherhood begins with a child's birth. And father of a second child is a different relationship from that with the first child. When the first child becomes 8 years old, the fatherhood is also 8 years with the first child. When the second child becomes 5 years old, the fatherhood with the second child become 5 years. The first child and second child may view their father differently. Father, first child, and the second child are all interrelated and mutually exist as dewdrops describe in Indra's net. Say this person is a father, he is a husband too. And if he is a school teacher, he is a teacher. And if he is a temple member, he is a temple member. So many, many aspects this individual has. So one individual has many aspects in the multi-relationships with others, as intranets shows. So intranets, interdependency. Next parable, maybe some of the people already heard about this, but the parable of burning house. This one coming from Lotus Sutra. Very interesting story. Lotus Sutra has an interesting parable about wealthy man and his 3 children. One day, this father left his 3 children at home alone and went to the town. When he came home, his house was on fire. Father called his children, "Hey, the house is on fire. Get out of the house immediately." However, all the children are playing inside of the house. They are busy with playing each other. They are unaware of the house is burning. In fact, those children don't even understand what the fire is and don't know what the house is. In order to rescue his children from the burning house, this wealthy man, father, told his children that he bought 3 different types of carts. Okay, so those carts are waiting for you, children. So if you want to sit, come out of the house. So those are a goat cart, deer cart, a bullock cart, or maybe in contemporary way, we can say sports car, USV, or camping car. So when the children heard his father saying, "Oh, my father got some good carts for us," so they got out of the house, right? But however, the children couldn't find what he wants to have. Instead, his father presents them with a single jeweled carriage drawn by an ox. That's the story goes. In this parable, this father represents the compassionate Buddha. Father is a Buddha. And then 3 children representing humans who are living in the burning house. Burning house is this world of samsara. And Father is a Buddha, and the children are us, human beings. And the Buddha shows the one vehicle of Mahayana for everyone's spiritual liberation using his upaya. So Father was able to rescue his children. That's how the Buddha-Dharma works. We human being, I better move around and light goes off a little bit. Okay, that light came out. It's motionless. Okay, so as I said, this Buddha, his father is a Buddha, and children is a human being. That's how Buddha always approached to us in using a lot of technique to guide us, a human being, from the delusion to the realm of enlightenment. Next one. This is a story about Shakyamuni. Well, Shakyamuni is telling his disciple, and the title is Harp Strings. This is the middle between the 2 streams. This harp strings story, you can find it in Pali Canon, Mahabhagga. It goes like this. Shakyamuni Buddha's disciple, his name is Srona. Srona was a young man and working very hard, tried to get enlightened. He was a very good harp player. And Shakyamuni told him that, Srona, did you ever study the harp at home? You know that harp doesn't play or make a music if the strings are stretched too tight or too loose. It makes music only when the strings are stretched just right. Just right. But this training for enlightenment is just like adjusting the harp string. You cannot attain enlightenment if you stretch the string of your mind too loose or too tight. You must act wisely. That's what Shakyamuni told this disciple, Srona. I like this parable. The Buddha gave the great advice to Srona to find the middle way. Neither indulgent nor too strict. Middle way is sometimes translated as a transcendent truth. Reflecting this parable in our everyday life, we need to find the right degree. We can get stressed out in everyday life easily, getting out stressed out, and sometimes lose our direction. Instead of stretching ourselves to the maximum amount, it is better to a little bit relaxed and enjoy what we do, which gives us a calmer perspective. This is another great lesson for our everyday life. Having explained those metaphor and parable in Buddhism. Basically, Buddhism is not monotheistic religion. Being with the historical Buddha Shakyamuni, there have been many Buddhas in Mahayana Buddhism, including timeless Amida Buddha that we revere. Shakyamuni Buddha teaching presents 84,000 various paths. We should awaken to the samsara and follow the teaching toward attaining Buddhahood in our balanced everyday life by listening to the Buddha-Dharma here and now. I hope these metaphors and parables have invited you to Buddhist wisdom and world view. To close my Dharma message, I would like to read the poem I made. Uncover my cup and receive the Dharma rain, Buddha's calling, and my response in Nembutsu will mutually arise. Join me, Kasho, please. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. At this moment, we'll have a beautiful musical offering, and it Inoue's Kiyokeki Hikari. I just discovered this one is actually Nembutsu Wasan, number 1 and number 2 and number 5. Here you go. This is a beautiful, thank you, and that was beautiful, Kiyokeki Hikari. Now, I'd like to make an announcement. Right after this service, I'm happy to lead a adult discussion class, and I'll see you later. And next Saturday, June 6th, Mr. Pollard, Jim Pollard, our MA, Minister's Assistant, will lead this adult discussion. And then Project Kokoro has a lot of online craft boutique, and check website for updates and a lot of new items available. Okay? All right, so invitation to our sustaining member, and please support OCBC and Vista. You can join as a sustaining member. Membership application is the Orange County Buddhist Church, ocbuddhist.org membership, and then Vista Temple, VB Temples Organization, org. And actually, it's Monday, tomorrow, May 24th, Everyday Buddhist is going to hold a live chat. The time is 6 p.m. The speaker is Reverend Ellen Crane. She's going to talk about create your home Obutsudan altar. It's going to be very good talk, and that you can register and on the Everyday Buddhist site. Okay, so OCBC is pleased to say that COVID-19 two-dose Pfizer vaccination event will be held at this campus for 12 years or older, and the date is Saturday, June 5, time is 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And second dose event will take place on June 26. You can register yourself, and of course, walk-ups is also welcome. And finally, clothing and textile collection day. You can clean up your house, and then you can bring in your item you don't need. The date is Saturday, June 26th. Time is 9 a.m. to 12 noon. All proceeds to go to OCBC Youth Department. Okay, all right. So that's all I have. A announcement. Well, thank you very much for joining to this Sunday service, and please take care, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Join me, 가시죠. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu,
Namanda, 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 Namanda.